Hello the internet, it is Thursday the 14th of November 2024 and welcome back to the channel. Before we start here, just want to say I'm not excited that I've got to make this video. However, sometimes when you're trying to get a brand to stand behind their product and to do the right thing, and in this case the legal thing, and they're not going to play ball, you have to go social. And that's what I'm doing right now. So we're dealing with DJI here, this business. These guys make drones. You've all heard of DJI, the Phantom drones. Well, this is a product that they also sell. It's called the DJI Transmission. This is the one that I have here on the left, the DJI Transmission Standard Combo. Now what this does is it basically takes a signal from a camera or any HDMI source and sends it to a receiving unit. And in between, you can have a gap of 6 kilometers, or so they say. So that means that when you're out streaming, you can be having your camera remotely and you can have your stream computer, in my case, back at the van and send this signal between the two, no problems. Now, of course, I bought this and we took it out to Uluru for 43 days of live streaming in the Australian outback. And this thing did not work at all. It was so bad. There's no chance you could get a 6 kilometer range. You could barely get 6 meters. And even that was riddled with pops and crackles and all kinds of distortion, audio clicking and audio cracking. We tried all the things. We tried all the troubleshooting. We eliminated everything we possibly could, took out all the 4G, took out all the Wi-Fi, changed all the cables, put it up high, put it down low, put it vertical, put it horizontally. We tried anything you could possibly do. This thing does not work. I want to show you some examples of it not working so that you can see it. And then I'm going to talk to you about this interaction with DJI and where we're at right now, because it's not good and I'm a little annoyed, but here we go. So these are the videos here that I've got to show you, some examples of it not working. Now I'll crank up the audio here so that you can clearly hear it. Turn that down. You're listening for pops and crackles here.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
All of us.
So these audio cracks and pops. That's one example. That was day 3 of the trip. Here's another example. This is day 7 or day 5 of the trip.
I wanted it to be good, and I was receptive, but it just wasn't good.
Well, and even the early ones.
No, that shit's rad.
Like, but you know when it transformed, like when it went from like budget to like boom.
Hear all these clicks?
And it was like in the original, it was like shitty animation, and then they had all this money, and you could just see it just morphed.
No,
that one there, or this first one was right. Obviously, the transmitter and the receiver are right near each other. This one was about maybe less than a kilometer away up the road. This one here, it's probably about 5 meters away.
I want to annoy some people. Maybe set somebody fucking carrot. I'm just joking.
So just so that you know, those audio drops, that's not on this video. That's inside the stream. And it's not a bitrate issue, right? Don't think it's bitrate because we've got Starlink very well connected. It's not a bitrate. I've live streamed a lot. I know this is an issue with the transmitter and receiver. Let's go back slightly so you can be aware that it's not this video.
Maybe set somebody fucking carrot. I'm just joking.
So there's another example here. That's day 8 of the trip. What have we got here? Day 14 of the trip. At this point, the audio just doesn't even work. You can hear. I apologize for that bird outside. Look at this.
Thanks, man. Every time, huh? Turn it off.
Isn't that weird? And we found this on the road. If you walked towards the device, sometimes it would kick back in and other times it wouldn't. And if you moved away from it, then it would drop again. Someone was saying it's something to do with bodily interference, but that's bizarre. Check that out.
Thanks, man.
Watch this. I'm away from the device.
Thanks, man. Every time, huh?
When someone told me that in my stream, I was like, what are you talking about? My body is causing interference? That doesn't make any sense. Here's another version, another example, day 15.
It's just a tourist thing, right? But I am still pretty damn stoked to be seeing it. I'm 49 years of age. I've never been there. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. And I'll share it with you guys. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So it's at that point that you go to yourself, dude, you're doing this trip and you've paid $3,000 for this device and it's causing those kind of issues. This thing should be working flawlessly out of the box. So we troubleshot it, we updated the firmware, we did all the things and it just didn't work. So by the end of the stream, by the end of the trip, I was just hardwiring a cable from the camera back to the van, a 10-meter HDMI cable, and just using that because this, and we couldn't go walkabout, we couldn't go anywhere, just so shit. So when I got back to home, I lodged a complaint with DJI. Now I want to walk you through all of this process. Now it gets a bit tedious and I got a lot of emails, a lot of proof, a lot of receipts, but I do want you to read them. I'll skim through them quickly. And if you want to pause on them and read them yourself, you're welcome to, but I just want it to be super clear that this is the process, that this is the progress and the way this has gone. So I reached out to DJI, the manufacturer. Might have been the wrong thing to do. I probably should have gone directly to the retail store, but I did go direct to DJI just because I feel like they're a tech company. They stand behind their products. So I got a response almost immediately. And I don't have my outgoing email here because I think, from memory, I think it was an online form on their website. And so I don't have those details. But basically, I explained what was happening. And this is the response I got back. Dear Mr. Kirps, thank you for contacting DJI, blah, 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 blah. I have this, we have received your refund request. Regarding your request, we'd like to explain that only products purchased from our online store. So basically what they were saying was, we can't process a refund because you didn't buy it through us. So you got to go through the retailer. But they did ask this information. Could you please provide the firmware version? May I ask what type of radio equipment are you using? To which devices are your transmissions connected for live streaming? Have you performed a cross test to determine if the issues might be related? So at that point, they're actually interested in trying to work out what the issue is, even though they've said, you got to go to your retail store. We're not going to do anything, but they still did want to know. So that's good, right? They were standing behind their product. So I responded with this one. I said, hi there, Marlene. To answer your questions, I can confirm I was running V0.1.06.1440 or 1400, and I have since rolled back to V01.05.0550. This is the firmware to see if that fixed anything. It did not. Number 2, I'm not using any radio equipment in my stream setup. Aside from the DJI transmission, my streaming encoder is a LiveView Solo. Internet connection is provided by Starlink Gen 3 dish combined with 2 4G services, one from Telstra, the other from Optus. I've tried with both 4G services switched off, made no difference. I tried with Starlink turned off and only 4G turned on, made no difference. Number 3, the DJI transmission is connected to my camera, Panasonic GH5, via HDMI. Multiple cables have been tried. Number 4, I've tried every conceivable combination to get the DJI transmission to work within my stream, and for the life of me, I constantly have the issues reported in the links I provided. It simply does not work. I'm very disappointed considering the 6-kilometer range you promote for the product, and I could not get it to even work within 6 meters. I'm happy to pursue a refund direct from DJI from the D1 Store. Now, the D1 Store is the store in Australia that operates on behalf of DJI. DJI are in Singapore, I believe. D1 is the retail store. So that's who that is. I said I figured I'd approach DJI direct in this instance, as you guys typically stand behind your products when issues such as this arise on social media. Let's not forget this was all live streamed, so this was pumped out to the internet. I said, is there anyone at D1 that you'd recommend me reach out to? DJI support came back. This is Marlene. She said, thanks for getting back to me. I'd like to clarify the situation during your previous live streaming. So again, she's still interested in trying to work this out, which is good. Again, a business should stand behind their product. This is good. I'd like to clarify, when you recorded the video, where are the recording devices you used? Were the recording devices on your Panasonic DJI and transmissions? Could you please conduct separate tests? Please follow. You can read through this if you want. Turn down the fan noise to low. It's a bit of a shame here. She's mentioning the high bright remote monitor. I don't have one of those, and she knew that. I don't know why she said that, but She wanted me to do that. And then she says, we regret to inform you that based upon our inspection, well, I haven't sent anything to anybody yet. I've just been providing the samples and the email. So I don't know what the inspection was. Your DJI transmission was activated on March 23rd this year. Unfortunately, it has exceeded the 7-day return and 15-day exchange period. As per our after-sales policy, we're unable to offer a direct refund. This also applies to the D1 store. We sincerely apologize. So basically she's saying right there is, we're not giving you a refund. We got a policy to cover that. We're not giving you a refund, and neither is the D1 store. Not great, right? Not great. You go down here to my response. Hi, Marlene. To clarify, I was not recording any video. I was live streaming direct from clean HDMI out of the GH5 to the DJI transmission, which then send the signal to the DJI receiver. I do not record anything direct to the camera, and I do not own or use a high bright monitor. I purchased the DJI transmission standard combo, as indicated on my invoice, which I had provided earlier. Number 2, I did try low fan noise setting on both transmitter receiver. Did that live on stream, made no difference. DJI trading as D1 within Australia are obligated under Australian law to offer a full refund based upon this product not performing as advertised. And I linked it to the ACCC website for more information. I provided adequate proof. More if you simply watch the remaining 20 or so days of the live streams. Basically, every single day I streamed, this thing happened. It was just flawed. Absolutely, it ruined the live experience for sure. I say I'm not interested in a repair or replacement. I'd like a full refund and the matter closed. Now, the ACCC, the Australian Consumer Competition claims, the ACCC stands for the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission. This is these guys. Now, what they've said, and I did my searching before I made these emails, if a product has a major flaw or major fault where it doesn't operate as it should, then the business is obligated under Australian law to provide a full refund or a replacement. It's up to the purchaser to decide, do you want a replacement or do you want a refund? Now, if the issue is considered minor, then it can be repaired and then the consumer just gets a repair. I would consider this major. It just does not work as it's meant to. And this is a brand new product out of the box. I'd consider that a major flaw. Here is the major problems with the product on the ACCC website. And here is major and here is minor. So rights when consumer guarantees. By the way, for those outside of Australia, these are obligated laws that businesses have to abide by. You can't get around this. If you operate a business in Australia, these are the laws that you abide by. So DJI being Singaporean, but their retail store is in Australia. So the D1 store has to abide by this. There's no getting around it. So where were we? The major problem with a product. What makes a product problem major? A major problem means the product is unsafe, very, very different from the description or sample, has either one serious problem or several smaller problems that would stop someone buying the product. Again, would you buy this if you saw my videos? I don't think anyone would buy this product after you saw those live streams, right? You wouldn't. There's no way. So this, if you knew about it, this checks off, right? Or cannot be used for its normal purpose. So basically my product, right? Now, just for clarification, a minor issue. That's a service. So a minor problem with a product or a service. When a product or service has a minor problem, the business, my phone just reset. Interesting. The business must fix the problem or repair the product for free. The business does not have to offer a replacement or refund for a minor problem. So that's the difference here. A major problem. And here is the solutions. When a business sells a product with a major problem, the business must give the consumer the choice of a refund or a replacement. Must give the consumer a choice of a refund or a replacement. So with all that in mind, my response back to DJI was to Marlene. Marlene responds to me. Actually, she escalated it to a woman called Linnea, customer care manager. Just to be clear here, what did I say? I said, I'm not interested in a repair or replacement. I'd like a full refund and the matter closed. So then Linnea jumps in. Hey, thanks for contacting DJI. This is Linnea, customer care manager. My colleague has explained your case and I've documented the case details. I'd like to thank you for patronage. I'd like to your patience and support during the... I know that you would like to return the DJI transmission combo. Upon checking, a DJI transmission standard combo was not purchased from our DJI store. So please note, only the seller, instead of DJI, is able to initiate a refund. DJI has no right to approve or reject a refund initiated by other sellers. So it's the seller's own decision. So she's basically saying, no. Marlene was right. You've got to go to your retail store. So Marlene kind of dug in a little and was wondering what's wrong with it, which again, I'll say is good. Linnea came in and said, no. Just go back to the retailer. We've got nothing to do with this. So with that in mind, I responded dustly. Where's my mouse? Here it goes. I responded with straight away an email to... Actually, I didn't even include my response, but I probably just said, okay, thanks, cool. It's a shame that I left that out. 5, 6, they're all numbered. Okay, so what I did was I emailed directly to you can see the email here, D1 support, and I CC'd in DJI support. I said, hi guys, please see the correspondence I'm having with Linnea at DJI in regards to a refund. I pasted all the relevant conversations leading up to the most recent for you to familiarize yourself with the case. I've also included my sales invoice. I was hoping DJI would step in and navigate this refund as the manufacturer. However, they're insisting on the retail store. Anything else you can do, let me know, blah, 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 bling, blang, blang. There's my invoice. They respond. So this comes back from a Ralph Malbaun. So it comes back from D1 After Sales. Now notice my email address. Notice it's DJI support and D1 support. Hi Ben, and thank you for contacting us at D1 Store. No worries, we can process that for you. Before we proceed with cancellation, would you mind sharing the reason for the cancellation? So basically they didn't even read the email. I clearly said what the issue was and I provided all the information and he didn't read it at all. So he wants me to provide it all again. So I say, hey, Ralph, thank you for the reply. I've pasted the conversation between myself and DJI below. In a nutshell, the product simply does not work as advertised. And I recapped here, after spending 43 days live streaming in the outback of Australia with DJI transmission as a fundamental piece of my tech stack, I can categorically report it does not work as evident in the provided links. And here are these links, some of the links we just watched. Then forth comes another customer support person. We've gone from Alan, was it Alan? Ralph. We've gone from Ralph to Marlene. Nope. We've gone to Anne here. Anna Maglangit. Anna jumps in. And I want you to notice something here. You probably don't notice it, and you won't be able to see it unless you scroll right in. But what you don't see here is the CC of DJI. So Anna jumps in. Hi, Benon. Thank you for letting us know. In this case, we can absolutely help you with the return and refund process. However, please be advised that since the product has been activated already, we will take 20% of the refund amount to serve as a restocking fee. If you're happy to proceed, blah, 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 here's the address. Now, before we jump further forward, let's just go back to the email from Ralph, the first one back from from D1, where it includes, are you seeing this? This one includes the DJI support email. Then the one from Anna, she just took off DJI. Now I've blurred out my email address here. That's not the DJI. It should be in the CC. She just took them out. So at this point, it looks like Anna doesn't want DJI to know what D1 is doing behind the doors, right? That's what it looks like to me. I mean, I could be wrong, but she took them off. So my response to that was pretty clear. I said, hi, Anne, thank you for the email. Please understand you're obligated under Australian law to provide a full, complete refund. Taking 20% off as a restocking fee is not acceptable, as indicated in the screenshot from the above link. That's the link I provided. You can check that out if you want. And this screenshot is available solutions. When a business sells a product with a major problem, That must give the consumer a choice of a refund or replacement. And then I highlighted this. A refund should be the full amount the consumer paid. The business must not deduct an amount from a refund to take into account the consumer has had usage of the product. Again, a refund should be the full amount. The business must not deduct. Now, again, these are laws. This is not just this is not just guidelines. These are laws in Australia that businesses have to oblige by to operate. You can't morph this. It is the law. So with that in mind, I respond here in comes Anna again. And just a note, just to keep noteworthy of this, that the DJI email is still not on here, right? So that's gone, right? And I didn't notice it at the time, if I'm being honest. I didn't see it. But Anna says, thank you for your swift reply. As much as we wanted to offer a full refund, the product has exceeded the 30-day drone camera and gimbal satisfaction period. Hence, a restocking fee will be applied. And then she links to her store policy. To which I respond, hi, Anne. Regardless of your in-store policies, you fall under Australian jurisdiction and are therefore governed by the ACCC, to which I have linked the relevant information already. However, here it is again, and I provide the link and the highlighted part screenshotted right there for clarity. Businesses can't take away a consumer's right to a refund or replacement for faulty products or services. It's illegal for businesses to rely on store policies or terms and conditions which deny these rights. For example, policies which say no, businesses can't take away a consumer's right to a refund or replacement for faulty products. Am I making myself clear? It's illegal for businesses to rely on store policies. We've got a policy. Or terms and conditions. They can't do it. You cannot operate a business in Australia and do this. Yet, I was going to say Marlene, Anna seems to think so, but Anna doesn't want Marlene to know about this. D1 doesn't want DJI to know about that, does she? No, she does not. Go back down to the response from Anna. She says, hi, Benon, I'm truly sorry for the runaround. Please be rest assured. Please be rest assured. Okay. Please be rest assured that our team is working closely with DJI. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. You did take them off the email. It doesn't look like you're working closely with them. In order to do this, our repair team will need to assess the item. Once they've confirmed, so she just basically didn't respond to the you can't take away 20%. She just went, I'm not going to even touch that one. So that she wants the repair team to assess the item. And at this point, she says, I'm going to send you a return label. So basically, it's not going to cost me anything to return it back, to which I agree. I returned everything in the mail for her. And then I sent this email just confirming I've returned everything in yesterday's mail. What's the response to that? This brings us to Anna's final email to me. She says, hi, Benon, thank you for letting us know. My repair team will inform you as soon as it is arrived. In the meantime, please... And again, just to clarify, there is no DJI copied in here. So the DJI is missing, and I hadn't noticed it. She definitely noticed it. She did it. Now, it's at this point that I get an email from Geordie. Now, we are looking at today's date. I don't know if you can see that clearly up there, but that's from 9:13 this morning. So we've gone from the start of this correspondence to today. Now, Geordie Shellhorn is a repair technician at the D1 store. He says, hey there, Benon, I've just heard back from DJI. Well, have you, Geordie? Because again, somebody took DJI out of the loop. And it looks like it was you. It wasn't me. Looks like D1 did it, but you're saying you're talking with DJI? Okay. I'm happy to say that we are able to replace the transmitter and receiver out of this unit for you. What does that mean? Out of this unit? This will clear up any issues you were having with your original units. Please send your shipping address and I'll have this sent out for you today. So he's just gone, we're going to take the transmitter and the receiver out of, like, is he talking about the hardware in, like the tech inside the hardware, like undo it and put a new one in? Or is he badly worded saying we're going to put two new ones, we're going to give you two new ones? You know where it's going, right? You know where it's going. Who the hell's Geordie anyway? I was dealing with Anna. So I respond, hi Geordie / Anna, just so that it's clear that I'm dealing with both of you. Thanks for the reply. Please note, I'm not looking for a replacement. I am requesting a full refund as per the emails below with Anna and in accordance with Australian consumer law. To that note, I've attached my invoice here again. Can we please get this processed ASAP? By this stage, I'm absolutely jack of it, but there you go. You got to do this. Geordie comes back today with, hi there, Benon. As your product is out of the 30-day change of mind policy, again, they've got their little policy. We can't offer a refund for this product. So basically we can break the law. We're just going to break the law. We've got a policy. We're just going to break the law. We're trading in Australia and we're going to not abide by the Australian law. We're going to break it. We got ourselves a policy over here. We can do what we damn well please. As mentioned, both the receiver and the transmitter have been replaced to ensure there are no further issues. Not what I asked for. If you have any further questions, please let me know. So then I said, hi, Geordie, please note below, I have not consented to a replacement. D1 are obligated under Australian law to issue a full refund based upon the product not working as advertised, which you've acknowledged in your email, by the way. So him emailing me saying that they had to replace the parts tells me it wasn't working. I said, do not send a replacement. At this point, our old mate Geordie comes back and says, hey there, Benon. As this product was returned to us outside of our refund policy, they're sticking to that illegal policy. They're sticking to these words. We got our policy. We can do whatever we please. We can run around the country naked. We can kill children. We got our policy. We're good. We can break the law. Policy. Got a policy. I know I'm being facetious, but I'm actually really pissed off. The product does not have a major problem. So this is when this tells me that he did actually read the link. So in these instances here, before, there's no mention of anything to do with the ACCC from him. But at this point, he's read the link and he says the product does not have a major problem. And we replaced it within a reasonable time. So we cannot offer a refund. This kind of issue is considered a minor problem, which we acknowledge. And we've opted to replace this for you instead of repair it. Instead of repair it, he said he took the transmitter and the receiver out and put a new one in. That sounds like a repair to me. But just saying, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm thinking straight there, but I think I am. If you have any further questions, please let me know. Well, of course I do here. I say, hi, Geordie. As a reminder of your obligations under Australian law, I'd suggest checking the ACCC website, in particular this page. And I'd already lodged a case against them. ACC report 739095. In regards to this matter is ongoing. I'm currently in the process of editing a video, this one right here from my YouTube channel, outlining both D1 and DJI's handling of the situation, which to be frank, I'm shocked by. Should you not fulfill your lawful obligations and issue a complete refund, I will be taking this public, which is where we're at right now. I'm taking this public. So at that point, old mate Geordie responds, hey there, Benon. As mentioned previously, the product has a minor fault, which we replaced within a reasonable time frame. This is all in line with the ACCC and the links that you provided. Please provide your... So he's sticking to his guns. So it's at this point that I noticed that the DJI email was taken off the CCs. I don't know how I noticed it, but I was just looking up here, and I might have been when I was blurring them. I was like, what's going on? Where? I thought there's more emails. So I respond with this, but before I read it, I added DJI back in. I put that email back in, dudes. And I emailed, hi there, Geordie. It looks like the DJI support email somehow was removed from this chain of emails. Nonetheless, I've re-added them here for transparency. You are aware that prior to me sending the device back to D1, Anne Maglangit in customer support had already consented to the refund. She had mentioned a minus 20% restocking fee that we were in the process of negating. Again, charging a restocking fee is against the ACCC. You say the device has a minor fault. Did you even watch the links I included? It appears not. Of the 43 days I was live streaming in the outback of Australia with the transmission being key to my workflow, it simply did not work. 6-kilometer range? It would bug out even at 10 feet from the receiver. This is not a minor issue, it's major. Again, if D1 will not issue the full refund, and this is the stance of DJI as the manufacturer, I included that because I put them back in, I will go ahead with publishing my video and seek the full refund amount via the ACCC. They've since indicated that I should also take this up with New South Wales Fair Trading and to lodge a complaint with the Small Claims Tribunal, both actions I'm currently undertaking. And here is the Fair Trading report that I've lodged today as well. And so that brings us up to speed with exactly where we're at with this. And again, the point of this video is not to, I don't want to flame DJI or D1, but I do want to whip them to do the right thing. I do want them to go forward and issue the full refund and be done. I want them to stand behind their product. I want them to acknowledge that this doesn't work. It's not just me too. If you search up online, you can see many, many people discussing these weird interference, pops, cracks. This device does not work. It just does not. It doesn't do the thing it's meant to do. It's the transmitter. You're meant to be able to go 6 kilometers. On the when I was at the Devil's Marbles, I was so psyched because I was camped up. I was looking forward to wandering around the Devil's Marbles and showing everybody. I got within like 5 meters away from the first marble and the stream was just clunky and buggy. And again, it's not anything outside of, I know you're probably thinking, he's got a lot of tech there. It could be anything. We've been live streaming like loads. Like I stream from my van all the time, right? The only thing that we've done is add this DJI transmission and receiver into the mix. So that's the only addition to the stack of tech. And it's the thing that felt full over. As soon as I put an HDMI cable from the camera to the streaming computer, which happens to be a LiveView Solo, no problems at all. So remove that out of the system, no problems. Put it back in, pops, clicks, audio drops, a terrible experience. So I want to say right now, right here, right now, I'm going to send this video, I'm going to upload it to my channel, I'm going to have it unlisted, and I'm going to send it directly to Geordie, to Anna, to Marlene, and the other one, I can't recall her name. I'm going to give them the opportunity to enact on this before this goes public. So what's the date today? It's the 14th of November. I'm going to give these guys until the 24th. That's 7 days from now, 10 days. I want to give them a week. I want to give them a little bit more than a week. I'm going to give them till the 24th of November. If I do not have my full refund before the 24th of November, I'm posting this video, and in the time that the next 10 days takes, the next step for me is so the fair trading one's done. There was one other one. What was the last one? I can't remember what the last one was. Small Claims Tribunal. Yeah, I've got to look into the Small Claims Tribunal. I guess it's a small claim, right? It's only it's only a $3,000 device. So I want to give the opportunity for the company to do the right thing. Everybody loves DJI, right? They make the greatest drones ever. This transmission, not so good. So DJI, you've got a chance to do the right thing. Otherwise, if anybody's seeing this video, they didn't do the right thing, essentially. So if this goes live on my channel in 10 days, DJI did not do the right thing, and we'll go from there. Cheers.